If you think your dad is strict, be thankful he isn't Agamemnon. Agamemnon was the high king of the Greeks, the leader of the Trojan War. But he was also a monster. This is the story of Iphigenia, the girl who was sacrificed for a gust of wind. Here is the situation. The Greek fleet, 1,000 ships, was gathered at the port of Aulis, ready to sail to Troy. But the wind stopped blowing. For weeks, the sea was dead calm. The men were angry, hungry, and bored. Why? Because Agamemnon, being an arrogant idiot, had killed a sacred deer belonging to the goddess Artemis. He bragged, "I am a better hunter than the goddess." Artemis heard him, and she stopped the wind. The prophet Calchas gave Agamemnon the solution. To get the wind back, you must sacrifice your daughter Iphigenia to Artemis. A normal father would say, "Forget the war, I'm going home." Agamemnon said, "Okay, let's do it. But how do we get her here?" He came up with a lie so cruel it makes you sick. He wrote a letter to his wife, Clytemnestra, saying, "Bring Iphigenia to the camp immediately. The great hero Achilles wants to marry her before we leave." Achilles, by the way, knew nothing about this. His name was used as bait. Iphigenia arrived wearing her wedding dress, expecting a romantic ceremony. She walked down the aisle looking for her groom. Instead, she saw her father holding a knife. She saw an altar, not for a wedding, but for a slaughter. When she realized what was happening, she begged for her life. She cried, "Father, do not kill me before my time." But Agamemnon cared more about his reputation and his war than his own child. He gave the order. Depending on the version of the myth, she was either killed right there, or Artemis felt pity at the last second and replaced her with a deer, spiriting her away. But to her mother, Clytemnestra, the intent was clear. Agamemnon murdered their daughter for political gain. The wind returned. The ships sailed to Troy, but Agamemnon sealed his fate. 10 years later, when he returned home from the war, his wife was waiting, and she had a very sharp axe ready for him.